Alright, I'm back. I'm going to try and make a quick update on what I'm currently working on. In the future, I plan on building a micro camper. It's going to be a slow, tedious project, but it's cheaper to build your own, and I want something my little car can tow. If you don't know what a micro camper is, just Google motorcycle camper or motorcycle teardrop camper, and you'll get a basic idea what a micro camper is. If you build your own, it's really just a box on a trailer, but you can keep it light and you can put what you want in it. But I wanted adequate cooling without pushing power too much. So I picked up something off eBay. Let's see if I can fit it into frame. I picked up a pop-up roof vent. They're normally very expensive. I picked this one up for about $30, mainly because it doesn't have a full-size fan, which, a full-size fan is nice, but this will do the same thing. It's nice enough. I'm going to flip it over. You see the handle's not attached because it won't fit in its box with the handle attached. You got this beauty ring on it. So once you mount it, you cut this hole to fit this border, and you drop it in and you seal it and all that good stuff. Well, this hides it, which is nice, but I'm going to take it off because it's in the way. But you can see right here, you got this dinky little power switch, and you can probably see down in there I've disconnected the wires because this power switch is shoddy. This power switch is a teetotal failure at life. Half the time it doesn't even turn on, and you got to push it really hard, so it's going to get replaced when I do my modifications. Speaking of, this fan runs really nice at 12 volts and moves a lot of air. The really expensive ones, the fan fills the whole thing, which it's nice, but this works just fine, and it moves a decent amount of air really well at 12 volts, but it's loud. It is really loud. I don't know if you can see that motor in there, but it looks like a drill motor, but either way, it's loud. And during the summer camping, it does get hot at night too, and I'd like to be able to use this at night, crack this open at night and have it pull some hot air out, but I still want to be able to sleep. I mean, this thing is horrendously loud, so I still want to be able to sleep. So first thing to come to my mind was a speed controller. So if I reach over into my mess, you can see I tried to make a 555 work with the capacitors and the resistor, and tried to use 555 to generate a PWM for a transistor, which failed miserably. I don't know why it didn't work. Followed the schematic, but it just decided it wasn't going to work. So, phooey on it, and put it over there. So I'm going to cheap out, and I'm going to use this. It looks like a 555, but this is an ATtiny 85 microcontroller, and I plan on using it because it's easy. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's easy to work with. I'm going to use it to drive this IRF Z44N transistor, MOSFET, whatever. This thing can handle 55 volts, and it can handle this thing can handle 50 amps at 25 degrees Celsius, and it can handle 35 amps at 100 degrees Celsius, which is running hot. That little motor maybe draws 2 amps. This will be able to switch that on off rather nicely. And this has enough I/O that I can hook up a potentiometer as a voltage divider and read the signals and map it as a PWM. But it will leave me a couple of I/O because this has 3 analogs, and I believe it has 3 or 2 analogs and 3 or 2 PWM pins. The reset pin can be used as an I/O, but if you use it as an I/O, you have to use a high voltage programmer to reprogram it, so I'm not going to use reset as an I/O. But that also leaves me with the thing, I want to use the full potential of this. So in reality, I maybe use 2 pins of I/O, which leaves me 3. So if you want, in the comments, leave me ideas what I could use the other 3 pins for. Because I'd really like to use the full potential of this, if I have to use it. So, if you're curious what I'm using to program it, I'm using an Arduino Uno. And a while back I backed this on Kickstarter. It's the Chipper board by Ben Rothschild, and it's beautiful. It just plugs directly into the Arduino. You set Arduino as ISP, and as long as you have the ATtiny libraries and you have the Arduino set to ISP, you can plug in any ATtiny chip into this and just program away. So that's what I'll be using. In the comments, just let me know what you think I should use the other I/O for. Yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. I'll probably do a video once I have a schematic in order, and if you guys throw some good ideas in, I might try and implement them. Now, I'm not too great with code, so don't kill me with ideas, because I can only do so much. I'm not too great at coding. So let me know what you think.